Yo. We back in the building. You know what it is. It's the hottest.
The hottest.
You know the truest.
The illest.
The illest podcast in the city.
The most realest.
The most realest. Let them know one more time.
The most realest. Come on now. The most illest.
Come on now.
You already know what it is, man. You know what you know who I am.
Yes, sir.
It's Gritty.
It's Wylie.
Wylie.
You know what it is.
Killer.
Man.
Killer.
Come on now.
Y'all know who it
is. Killer. We got my man Cam on the spot. So we definitely got to talk about that Cameron Jim Jones situation.
Yeah. What was going on with that?
It's going on. It's
crazy. Yeah, you gotta tell. You gotta inform me. You know, I'm not an up north.
We're gonna jump on that. We got to shout out a few people.
We got to shout out a couple people.
Let me shout out a few people, man. First of all, let me shout out the wife for making sure I'm here every day, giving you everything I got, man. Everything I got. You got to be motivated by something greater than yourself in order to achieve the ultimate goal.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being behind me. Yo, man, shout out to everybody who put the show together, man. This is the season finale for season 2.
2 seasons, 15 and 30 eps.
Come on, man. We putting it together.
With the clips on the gram.
Hey, I teach consistency.
Come on now.
I teach dedication and hard work. So I don't just preach it, I'm about it, man. And I really tell these kids, man, I'm the example and I'm not just talking. Yeah. I'm an example of the work.
You know, it's crazy. I was just at Pepper Jack yesterday.
Word.
And Q saw me and he was like, yo, we got to sponsor the show. This, that, and that. I'm loving what y'all boys is doing. But that only happens with the consistency. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Pepper Jack's is crazy.
Hey,
Hottest wings in town.
I'm trying to tell
right
you.
Here off of Progress
Pull up.
Boulevard.
Hey, we might get some Pepper Jack on the show.
Right. No, definitely.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Jack's Progress Boulevard,
yes,
man.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out to my man Q.
Yes, sir.
A wizard behind the scenes.
I'm trying to tell you.
He gonna make it happen. He gonna make sure you straight.
And we gonna have some wings up here for Cam, for you, for everybody.
He gonna make sure you crispy. He gonna make sure you straight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you need somebody behind the lens, holla at my man Q. He gonna get you popping.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Hey, man, all year, 30 eps, I've been telling y'all how to get down with this TV thing, man. Save some bread, bro.
I'm trying to tell you.
I heard my man the other day talking about his whole Spectrum bill is like $450.
I'm trying to tell you.
I said, say what?
$450?
I said, sheesh.
$450?
I said, yo, I could hold something. Because if you're paying that's every month,
hey, you got a bag. You got to have some stacks.
You keep a bag.
You got to have a bag on.
Throw your boy something.
And he's not watching.
Throw your boy something.
And he's not watching the Peacock. And he's not watching the Prime Video. No. And he's not watching the things on Netflix.
No.
So he's not even watching the game.
Yo, the playoffs got... I mean, the NFL now, you can't just turn on regular TV.
No.
You got to have the special channels to watch some of these NFL games.
Yeah.
So if you need to watch these NFL games like I do, because I'm a man that likes to, well, I won't say that. But I like to make bread off of these games.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, man, see my man Don P, Easy TV.
Come
it's
on
official.
Now. You already know what it is.
He just had a recent alert out. There was some issues, but he makes sure everything is straight.
Like we said, you know.
Hey, let me tell you how he got a platform of where he communicate to the masses.
To the masses.
So he doesn't do like this individual thing.
Right.
He said, I'm gonna blast it out there.
Everybody
lock
gonna
in
see
the Telegram. Lock in on the VOD.
Right.
You're gonna see the message.
Yeah.
You're gonna see advertising. Right. You're gonna see
And if
Gritty.
you're not locked in, that's on you.
Right. And if you want to see the Gritty and Riley show, you better get that Don P. Easy TV.
It's only right.
You're gonna see us. 30 apps. I'm here.
30.
Your mama.
30.
I made it.
30.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, shout out to my man Killer. He with us. He rocking out.
Yes,
yo, shout out to my man Preacher Pat.
Yes, sir.
Couldn't make it. He had some business to handle.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate everybody who supported the show, supports the show. Sometimes I pull up the spots and they be like, yo, Gritty, I'll be watching you. Y'all niggas is crazy.
It's crazy. It's getting
like,
to that point
y'all
now.
Niggas be watching?
It's getting to that point
the city's
now.
watching, man.
That's
I appreciate the city for really viewing and
that's
supporting,
what happens,
man.
When you're the hottest.
Yo, man, the
most consistent.
The realest.
You know what I'm saying? And like we say every single time, like, share, subscribe.
Come on.
The Gritty Challenge will still be going on even when we're on our season finale. We need 5 to share.
Yo, man, we never take breaks. So we'll have some pop-up interviews. We'll have some little situations popping off, and we're gonna stay connected to the city, to the
we're gonna
viewer.
stay tapped in.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna stay tapped in and really lock in, man.
Yep.
But yo, man, you got any shout outs, Cam? You want to say shout out?
Yeah, you got to come on.
You gotta
put people on.
You gotta shout out.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out Easy TV now. Shout out Control Pain. If y'all don't know about Control Pain,
Control Pain is hard. I think I wore some first season.
I'm at the bottom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's hot, yo. I
check out.
Get with it.
YouTube too, Cam Frere. I do my little vlogs too.
Yes, sir. The future.
I'm trying to get as consistent as them.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but that's why you here.
But
right.
Sure.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't got no homies you want to shout out?
Right.
Shout out homeboy that, you know.
Wifey, something?
Yeah,
she don't be watching. She got what I'm saying.
Shout out my girl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Besides that, shout out my dog, Chris. I'm going to try to have him on the podcast.
Word.
I'm going to disclose his information, but he trying to walk on the USF.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Yes, sir.
Yo, man, I heard you shout out your girl, man. When we going to see the flicks on Instagram?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When we going to see you like this on the ground, like.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's up next. You know what I mean?
You got to get the professional flicks like Emdo.
I know. I saw him again the other day. I said, yo, you reloaded though?
You had to let it know.
He said he was excited though. When I talked to him about it, he said he was excited about it.
Right.
It was something new for him.
Right.
It was a maturity thing that, yo, man, women do things to men. That grow him up.
Hey, that's true.
I mean,
it's true.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yourself up a little bit.
Yo, he's domesticated now.
You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
He said the beast is in the cage.
He's domesticated now.
Is crazy.
You know what I mean? He cooking and cleaning. I was like, yo, cook it with side. I said, what's going on over there, man?
Insane.
Nah, man, but shout out to my son, man.
You know what
I'm proud of you. You're a man.
Yeah, man. You know what it is. Hey, now we go get into these hoops.
Yeah, let's get into these hoops, man. We got a local guy.
This crazy.
We got a local guy.
You've never seen this happen.
Nah,
ever.
This is new.
Ever.
This is new,
This
man.
is the first time in Hillsborough County history that we've had
a guy pulled out of the county like this.
I mean, we had Carter, in that situation.
Yeah, but I think that thing was so predetermined.
Right, exactly.
His
trajectory was already up there.
Yeah, his trajectory was already to the moon.
Carter was a product of the work.
So
man. Another part
Shout out to Carter Knox, Arkansas, doing his thing.
Yes, sir.
TC alum.
Yes, sir.
Spent the year at OTE. Went to 2 state championships. We should have brought home the gold.
Hey, but look, we talked about OTE. We had another guy from our camp. Landon Collier, LC has been recruited
Shout out to LC, man.
Cold Hearts.
The Cold Hearts, man.
OTE, man.
That's
crazy, man.
Yo, LC, I had I worked with LC over here at SFA. Good kid, man. Solid, about 6'5".
Yeah.
They call him the Klay Thompson with bounce,
baby Klay Thompson with bounce.
He can shoot the ball. He's got a lot of dynamics to his game. And he's got so much potential. So you just imagine a big canvas that got some writing on it.
Right.
But it's dummy room to still do more writing.
Absolutely.
More art. So he's one of those kind of guys that the potential is through the roof.
Super untapped.
His work ethic is solid. He went out to the grind session and lit it up.
Had 50.
He had a 50 ball.
10 threes?
16, I think.
16. Whoa.
Yeah, 16 threes.
Whoa.
16 for 19 is something crazy.
Whoa.
So when you see a kid light it up at that level, it caught a lot of attention. So we had guys over there in Atlanta said, yo, here's a little bag, obviously.
Yeah.
Here's a little bag.
Here's a little biggie.
And I never discouraged turning down the bread.
Oh, no.
I don't know your financial situation. I don't know how your life and your people's is living.
Right.
Somebody offer you some bread and it's all still allows you to go to college and all that. Go get the bag.
Go get that.
Is the program affected? Yeah. But I always tell these guys around me that we're stepping stones to these guys' future.
Absolutely.
I've mentioned it several times. There's only one kid you should love, and that's your own.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? All the other kids have love for them, but know that you're just a stepping stone to their journey.
Exactly.
You're the chauffeur to the next destination.
And it makes us look good
too.
When you're working with a kid that gets to all of these different levels, it makes it look like, which is the truth, that the work is going to show. And it's been showing. We put in a lot of work with this kid, with the weight room, with the skill set, with the mindset, all of these other different types of things. And even before he left the county, he was ranked number 2 and everything like that. So he was already having that trajectory.
Well deserved. Obviously, you got haters and naysayers.
Yeah.
You got, oh man, I'm better than him. How did he get that opportunity?
Right,
You're always gonna have that.
Right. So, the thing is sometimes it's the formula, it's the makeup of the host.
Right.
He can hoop, clean cut, you know what I'm saying, good family.
Right.
Smart kid.
Yeah.
Talks well.
All the things that you need to be, showcase.
Because OTE is a showcase league.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a league of we need the people to like this. Instagrams, the followers. I think that's what OT really, really does well. it's crazy because when my man Carter Knox went there, I kind of locked in to kind of really get an understanding of it. And it's really a spectacle.
Yeah.
It's a they trump it up as bigger than college. They trump it up as some type of minor leagues. Cameras everywhere, facilities top notch.
But sometimes they forget OTE is overtime. Overtime's been doing recorded for years. So at the end of the day, that's all you go see.
It's a school too.
Yeah, it's a school too. Yeah, you gotta get that education.
It's a school. You graduate from there.
Yeah, you gotta get that education.
They base their whole curriculum on the NCAA qualifications.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fluff in these. In these states, with these public schools that require you to graduate.
Yeah.
But you're starting to see, if you notice, you're starting to see more and more kids have the ability to graduate early.
Right.
Because they're getting their core classes out the way. They doubling up. They go to summer school, get those core classes out the way.
And then they get up out of there.
And then they get out of here by that either December.
Right.
Like my grandson, he could have graduated in this December, but I think they screwed up with one class. So you got to take one class online.
Right.
So, for the parents that believe that they can't compromise their academics because of sport,
they go get
a lot of these kids is just going online at the end of their years anyway.
Right.
So those first 2 years, I would say, make sure you lock in with something.
Yeah, get in that brick and mortar, as they say.
But if junior, senior year, you can start saying, I'm gonna do 2 classes online and go to this academy.
Yeah, I mean, by junior, senior year, you already driving the whip. You already, got
and
the
it really depends on your trajectory to your goals. I'm around some kids who talk about college and that's their aspiration, but they're not putting they're not putting in the work necessary to achieve the goal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to say I want to be great, but then it's another thing to not
everybody want to be famous. Don't nobody want to put the work in.
Put the work in.
You know what I'm saying?
This kid put the work in.
He put the work in. He deserves everything that he's getting, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's a really, really great kid, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, not only have we had the opportunity to have this kid, impact our program and things like that. But now with our program, having a kid come out of there like that, it's gonna make these kids dedicated and motivated because they say, oh, there's so many different opportunities from just being great at basketball.
Right, right. And then the facts are, we got people watching SFA.
Oh yeah.
There's a viewership out there.
Oh yeah.
So we appreciate everybody who's locked in. We're doing big things over here.
Sir.
We're only in year 2.
That's it.
I every once in a while I gotta say, how many years I've been doing this over here?
Nah, it's only 2.
Because the grind. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, what's up with that?
Because I'm right. Pause. Hey, because when you in the room with the blueprints,
right?
When you in the room with the construction guys, when you in the room with the finishing guys,
you don't really see the product at the end,
right?
It's just work. That's it.
It's just work.
But sometimes when you get to step away and look at the finished product, you're like, whoa,
right?
That's all the work we was putting in,
right. So not completely done with the development of Collier LC. But to know that he's going to
the cohorts,
the OTE cohorts,
yeah, man, it's big.
I'm only imagining they're gonna get the best out of him,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm only gonna say they're gonna get the best out of him, and he's gonna be everything they imagine. And
now, do you think
putting the work?
Now, do you think it's a lot of pressure on him because he's going to the worst team in the conference? They're like 1-12.
Absolutely, it's a lot of pressure. It's excitement, it's pressure,
right?
But when you play the game and you can play the game,
right,
it becomes just the game,
right?
You see what I'm saying? So I'm sure those early jitters would be there, but once he start making shots and feeling like okay, he could get to his spots, get to his comfort zone,
right?
They'll do a good job creating pin downs and screens, and dribble driving kicks.
Right.
So he'll be fine. Is he going to be a 50 ball?
I mean, that's what they hoping for. When they did the recruiting, they said, and this kid just came off of a 50 ball.
I think he'll shoot the 3 at a high percentage.
Right.
We're going to work on his dribble drive and getting him to the rim and being crafty around the rim and get to the free throw line.
Right.
But I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah.
I think he'll be all right. LC, congratulations.
Congrats, man.
Congratulations to your family.
Congrats.
Big moment.
Big moment.
Sure.
Obviously, it's going to be haters. But, you got love over here at SFA,
right.
fam.
If you don't got no haters, you ain't popping. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what they say.
I think these young cats fuel off of the hate, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They
make you stronger.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
Boom. Just like that. LC, do your thing.
Hey,
man.
Speaking of somebody that's had a whole lot of haters, speaking of somebody that's went from program to program. I done swerved out that corner, whoa. Hold on tight, cause I tweak it if it start letting it go. And I heard that she wanna show. That man got Def Jam. That's what I
8 million?
Bill. Not
13.
8 racks.
It was 13.
13 and 8 mil.
Yeah, we can stay with the 8 mil.
And full ownership.
Yo,
full
man, we talking about Jello Ball.
Come on, G3.
G3
as they call him in the streets.
Getting a bag.
Would you have thought? I mean, okay.
Off one song.
Forget Jello for a second. LeVar Ball as a dad. That's got to be dad of the year.
He got to be. Back. You know what it is,
3 for 3?
Yo, you know what it is, though? He instilled that hard work.
Yeah.
Like, you can't take nothing away from the balls. Pause.
Whoa.
No, that was crazy.
I mean, that was insane.
But when you're a podcaster, things happen.
No, I mean,
but that's the right. Yo, P, that was right. Balls.
They take nothing away from the balls. Insane.
He handled those boys right, man. Because at the end of the day,
they made it.
The work everybody they put in, everybody won.
Yeah,
he was crazy. It was crazy being a part of it.
Right,
watching it.
Right, back in 2015, 2016, when he was like, "All my kids is gonna go here. They're gonna go here," and then Lonzo gets to the Lakers.
Right, it was nuts.
And then LaMelo gets to the Hornets, and now LiAngelo.
Because really, what he was trying to tell the world is, my boys is gonna get to the bag, no matter what, by any means necessary.
That bag.
He was recently. It's crazy. His pops was over there talking about how Jello is better than Zion.
Yes, yeah.
Like, he was really adamant about the skill sets and this and that. I understand that, Dad.
Yeah.
Slow down though.
Yeah, you got.
But he is a better rapper.
Oh yeah. He
is a better rapper than Zion.
For sure.
We know that for a fact.
No, 100%.
But
it's called platinum in the streets.
I don't know who's running Def Jam, but I got a young man who got bars. I'm gonna send you his music.
Space.
And he ain't even out of middle school yet.
Oh, you talking about Quan? I thought you talking about me.
No, I'm not even talking about Quan. I'm talking about a proven.
You talking about?
I'm talking about a proven artist.
That's what I'm saying. You supposed to be.
I'm talking about a proven artist.
You supposed to be putting them on.
He comes from the tree of the he comes from the tree of the Easy TV.
He's supposed to be big putting them on. Cam, you got me thinking he talking about me. I'm thinking I'm getting free promo.
I'm talking about my man Noah.
So
we giving out that
Jackie Chan on all platforms, right?
Lil Ron.
So
I'll put the link in here too.
Yes,
all right, we're gonna
yes,
throw
sir.
the link
Come
in
on
there.
now.
Shout out to my man Noah, my little dude. You know what I mean? So Def Jam, if y'all giving out bread,
Come
I got
on
a
now.
little MC.
Yeah.
He got a big future.
Come on
He
now.
only in middle school.
Only in middle school.
Write his own rhymes. You know what I'm saying?
Producing. Hey, he does it on what? Band Lab, right? By himself, right?
All that.
Don't even
he in a
go to the
closet.
stew.
He in a soundproof closet.
And I'm sure
Coming out of that joint sweating like,
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so Def Jam, holla at me if y'all want to spend that kind of money on an unproven artist.
Yeah.
On an unproven artist, if you want to spend that kind of bread,
you know what I'm saying?
I guarantee you this kid will get you your numbers.
Hey, they saying that it giving you that old 2005 flow that I just word that ain't gonna go. That joint, so I'm not gonna lie, every day I'm just walking through the house.
Hey, I ain't even know nothing really was. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Right.
I'm in the gym.
Right.
So every once in a while, I peek out and check what's going on.
Right.
And I'm like, what is this? Def Jam giving this kid this kind of bread? Hey. Did somebody say, yo, coach, you don't know? I said, they said, yo, it's going crazy.
I'm trying to tell you.
I was like, say, what?
Hey, look. At first they tried to troll and act like, oh, this is that old school music, man. This need to be played on NFL Street. They need to, man, on the next NFL Street, this need to be the theme song. And then it started bumping. And you know, it just
that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
The way that social media work. Now, do you think he would have got this contract without social media?
Nah.
Social
media is breaking bread for a lot of dudes.
Oh yeah. That's the crazy thing about it, is that if you market yourself correctly, because that's the way it blew up. He was on stream with a streamer.
On a stream.
You know what I'm saying? So tell us about that, how like the streams work, and how that, because I'm seeing a whole lot of controversy.
Man. I had a kid at the school tell me, Coach, give me one more minute. I can't put my phone down. I'm streaming live. I've been certified.
That's a different bag.
No, it's a bag. He was like, I make a little money off of this, Coach. Give me one more minute. I'm doing like Warcraft or Worldcraft.
World of Warcraft.
I'm like, what the? He's in there like, with the, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, slow down, B.
Nah, that's crazy.
Because
the streaming, it's crazy. They like got all the rappers on there. You know, Plaque Boy Max got the joint with all these other different people.
They you go in there, you blow up.
It's crazy.
You get money. They monetize it.
You can monetize it if you got your own stuff set up. But if you going on there as a rapper and you don't do no streaming, you just it's promotion.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Right.
That's what they'll do because all
people
the kids
that might not even listen to rap. But they tapping into your music.
So they
Yeah, that's why. That's how it worked. He was on stream with a kid named Neon. He's a little nerdy kid too.
Right. It doesn't have to be the group you want it to be. It just got to be a group.
It's got to be a group.
It got to be somebody.
It's got to be somebody.
And once that thing spread, it's like wildfire. Yeah. Right? It just catch fire. You get you a little hook. You get you a little, one dude start bouncing, his man start bouncing. Cause I'm not gonna lie, we be in the gym, we be playing that Wylie. They be in there, they know that joint.
I got ice, so hey man, nice on SoundCloud, go check it out.
It's crazy because they be trolling, but they like a couple of joints, so they'll play it.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Yeah,
no, all of it count.
Yeah, that's
all
the
love. Like I tell them if they don't subscribe, as long as they like you.
Right.
I like the video.
Right, like the video,
share
man.
the video.
Click on it, man. Tell your people to watch
subscribe. I don't know what Cam talking about. Still subscribe. We still need the subscribers.
Hey, we like all that.
All of that.
Everything.
Hey, I still take pennies.
Yeah, that's what he said. We learned from last ep. He said, if we can't get the dollar, we'll take
when the last time you seen a penny?
It's been a little minute.
I still collect them. I'm taking them.
I got a little bag in my car. I keep the change. You know what I'm saying?
I take change still, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm the candy man at the store, so I take everything.
Hey.
Shout out to my man Jadis Wylie. He see me every day.
Yeah, hey,
Pops,
bro, I pulled up to the
Pops, keep making sure his cash app full.
Hey, I pulled up to the school. This man had a box of Hungry Howie's.
Yeah,
but he charged
yo, come on, man.
Hey, come on, say a hustler.
Come on, P.
I'm a hustler,
City,
baby.
New York City, baby.
I just want you to know that's
come
him,
on,
right?
Man.
Right, he charging folks for the cup of a drink. He not charging them for the drink. He charging them for the cup.
Come on, P.
And he say, yo, fill me up. One of the YNs got mad at me because I'm filling them up. He's like, nah, you can fill it up to the brim because I paid $1 for this one.
Hey, then when I got in the van, somebody crashed out and spent the $7 to buy the rest of it.
Oh man, for the whole thing?
Nah, the whole thing that was left.
How much was left?
You saw it.
7 is crazy.
It's called supply and demand.
It costs 7 for
I'm teaching these boys.
You can get 2 of those for the 7.
Oh, coach, you overcharging. No, I'm demanding, and I got the supply.
Yeah, I got the supply. Hey, that's true. That's true.
You know what I mean?
Hey, but your boy, shout out to G3, man. You know, that's the dude who gonna take
congratulations.
pennies.
Congratulations, man.
Grinding.
Congratulations, man. I'm still trying to figure out why all these young NBA cats and all these young NBA dudes got these old women behind their back. But that's what's up, though. Everybody do your thing, man.
Y'all seen Bill Belichick?
Oh yeah,
what are you doing?
He did like a photo shoot
with his 24-year-old. Yeah, I think she's 23. Low key, I think she's younger than
his daughter.
No, girlfriend.
His daughter.
His girl. He's 72. Coach.
Stop that. He on some Robert De Niro shit.
Oh,
De Niro still having kids.
That's crazy.
Yo, man,
72. She talking about. We are invested in, of course it's we, because you're invested in that. They say she's invested in the bills from Belichick. You get that check.
Man, it's like this stuff that if one do it and it's popping, these NBA dudes is 20 years old with these 45-year-old.
They said she brought her 23-year-old son to go watch her 24-year-old boyfriend.
Yo, man, stop, man.
Yo, that's crazy.
Stop, man. I don't see. Those rules and regulations and morals are different.
Yeah, it is.
So you could be good with like the law.
Yeah.
But your moral compass.
Yeah. Your character.
Your character. It gotta have some kind of like.
If you don't, look, we not judging you. We don't judge on the Gritty and Wylie podcast. We do not judge.
I'm gonna stop following.
We do not condemn.
I'm gonna stop following. I'm unfollowing Belichick.
You got hey, but if he's following you, you got to remove the follower though. You can't just keep the follow.
How does that work? How does that work? Right, I know, but how does that work?
You unfollow.
If somebody is mad at you and unfollow you, do you unfollow them?
You got to remove the follow.
Hey, I'm gonna get this whole digital.
He said, "I'm gonna get it now."
Yo, because I heard them. I coach kids, and so they keep me up.
Right.
And I be hearing them. Yo, man, you unfollowed me. F you, fam. I'm gonna unfollow you.
I mean, I guess.
What is that? A tool of I don't like you anymore?
I guess, yeah. But I don't really pay too much attention to it. But I'm like,
so you talking to a chick? You talking to a chick?
I'm the same way. If somebody unfollowed me and I seen, I'm like.
So you talking? You got the huzz. You got talking to a chick. So the huzz. you kicking it with the huzz.
Right.
Boom! You wake up one morning and she unfollows you.
Are you gonna unfollow her?
What kind of vibe is that?
Are you gonna unfollow her?
What kind of vibe is that?
Because I'm gonna follow.
Hey, because I'm still blocked on everything. So at the end of the day,
hey, that's really funny. That's a really funny thing. That's the funny
I'm not the type of block.
I'm B. She's some funny kid.
She's not.
I'm mad at you. I'm blocking you.
Yeah, I don't block nobody.
But we block.
I'm blocked.
We block and unblock. So we mad.
I know a couple trainers that have me blocked too.
Q, what is that? Yo, I ain't feeling you right now. I'm a block.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Unfollow is calm.
Right.
You said it's called
blocking you. Blocking is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
It did. Okay, we cool. I unblock you.
But you ain't even you don't get the notification when you get unblocked though.
You don't.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know I was blocked when I got blocked. Now some of the blocks I know I got blocked. Unblock me. I need to be unblocked. You know what I'm saying?
Stop the blocking.
Stop the blocking. Hey man.
2025. Stop the blocking.
Stop the blocking. Hey, something
that's crazy. Yo, I'm mad at her. I'm gonna block her.
Nah, that's it. It was I'm mad at.
Yo, we got back together. I unblocked her.
It was I'm mad at Wylie.
Yo, when we grew up, when me and P grew up, it was I ain't talking to her. It's a rap.
Yeah, but when you see that in the streets,
you just stop calling. Y'all
but what if you pull up to the same? What if you at the same function though? You gonna pull up on?
I'm igging. I don't even see her. You know what I mean? We had basic shape.
Nah, I feel it. Hey,
you know
man.
What I mean? You could be in the same room and just be like, I ain't even talking to her.
Nah, but when she start throwing, hey, that's mine. Hey, what can you say? Hey, that's my bitch.
Hey, and then when you get to the crib, you be like,
hey.
Yo, I'm about to call her.
I got this.
Yo, so what's up tonight? I saw you with that nigga.
I
thought you ain't even. Come on now.
You know it's me.
Come on now.
It's me.
Come on now.
Hey, it sounds like you got some experience with that right there.
Yo, man. Hey, yo.
He said, 50 years of experience. he said in the court, off the court.
Been through some things. This generation is crazy.
It's crazy.
Stop blocking.
Hey, we gonna give one quick little shout out to this unrivaled league. I don't really know what's going on, but it's going.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the female basketball.
You got Sabrina out there. I think Stewie's up in there.
Yeah,
you got a couple Colliers in there. I got to see the lineup.
I think they said, yo, I'm tired of going overseas.
Yeah.
Because that's where they were spending their off seasons. And I think that Brittany Griner thing really shook them up. I mean, she had a joint and got locked up.
She had a yard.
Yeah, she had a yard. A PJ.
She had that
PJ.
I mean?
She had a PJ.
Oh, I'm saying.
And it had some residue in it. And Russia locked her up for a year.
Yeah.
Yo, so I'm not ever.
Oh, they got
going back over there.
They got what's her name on there too.
They got some stars.
They got what's her name? What's her name? Agumawale?
Yeah, Agumawale.
She's out there.
They got them,
Yeah. Angel Reese out there. Okay.
They got them. That's the
Aaliyah Boston. Okay.
Right. They got some ballers. Shout out to female basketball. They doing this 3-on-3 thing, which is cool because the
Brittany
Olympics
Griner is
doing the 3-on-3 and we was trash this year.
It's like the big
Aaliyah Edwards.
Yeah.
Jewel Lloyd. Hold on. They really got some.
They got them dogs.
Hold on. They got some people. Chelsea Gray. Hold on.
Right. They got them. And Chelsea 3-on-3 is going crazy.
Hold on.
She got that handle.
Hold on. Skylar Diggins. She was pregnant. She wasn't even playing in the W.
No. She had the baby early last year.
Yo, man, shout out to this league, man. They're
it's
doing
beautiful.
A big thing,
it's
man.
beautiful. I think it's a great idea. It's innovative.
Yeah.
I think that, they said we're gonna put our pool of money in, we're gonna get some sponsors. And they said, yo, we done going overseas. We want to stay home with our family.
Right.
And get a little money and get a little coin.
Yeah, man.
So
hey,
shout out to
that, man. Y'all stay tuned into it. We gonna stay tuned. The more information we get, we gonna stay tuned into it. But we gonna go a break and we gonna be back with the work. Hey, man, we gonna run the ones. But, as we be running these ones, because we've been doing it a whole lot throughout these seasons, man. The thing that I think the most beneficial about running the ones is that you are competing with somebody of the same caliber. You know what I'm saying? It creates this competition that a lot of people don't really know about, because some people, they'll get on the court and they'll flag and they'll act like they trying to go at somebody. But then when they really give them that BTA, they be, man, I wasn't trying.
Coach,
I wasn't even.
Coach, I got something for you. We're going to run that ones.
Yeah.
But I got another one we got to run before that.
What's up?
Jim Jones versus Killer.
Hey,
Killer. Hey. It's a lot of nonsense going out there all over the social media.
It's crazy.
It's going, they back at it.
Yeah.
We got my man Cam, the leader of the Dipsets, put Harlem, right there on the map.
Look, why are y'all old heads so mad though?
Yeah,
y'all like 50.
I don't know.
Going at it still.
I think it was just a matter of
you ain't gonna disrespect.
My man Jim Jones did an interview recently.
Yeah.
With Jason LeBoy.
He felt like popping it.
Right. Jason LeBoy. Shout out to Jason LeBoy.
No, not no shout out to Jason LeBoy. He be dropping them quotes for the shorties and they be trying to put that joint on the gram. I'm like, bro, stop. You know what you're doing. You crazy with him. You know what I'm saying?
He had an interview with that cat.
Right.
He said a few things on there.
Right.
That sparked my man Cam. He went on his show. It is what it is to clarify some things. It's crazy. They, like my man Cam said, they do this every 10 years. I mean, we go back 20, 30 years. But I think they've been beefing more. At some point, y'all gotta stop beefing more than they've been homies. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting because me and my man P kind of grew up in that era.
Right.
We grew up in those spots. You know what I'm saying?
With that,
we both from Queens. Harlem is a whole different vibe. They real sensitive over there.
I'm hearing. I'm seeing it.
Come out of there. So it's a lot of beef about. Personally, this is the way I feel.
Mm-hmm. Break me down.
This is the way I feel. Jimmy from the Bronx.
Yep.
His grandmother is from Harlem.
Okay.
He had grandma's house. Yep. Grandma passed away in New York City because things are done. It's so many people and paperwork is done slow and things whatever.
Right.
Grandma passed. The apartment's still lit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's on Section 8, quote unquote.
Okay.
So the apartment's still good.
Okay.
This happened with my cousin. So he rocked the apartment. So
okay.
So just imagine like 15, 16, you got an apartment.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you telling the homies to come through, chill.
Right.
So he wasn't locked in with them boys like that because he was back and forth.
Right.
So my man P can understand this. So I'm from Queens, but I go to Mount Vernon or I go to Long Island to go see my peoples.
Right.
And then I end up being out there because it's popping out there. That's where it's at.
But you ain't claiming that you from there.
You could claim if you put your stake in the ground and really build something out there. But if you invest and build out of there, you rep it.
Yeah.
So he rep it.
So what, can he go back to his place and rep it too?
Well, he never really rep. He didn't put the Bronx in his.
But that's where he's from though.
Yeah, like where you from, I feel like where you from, you gotta rep that.
Well,
but then again, if he's in Harlem as much as he say he is,
right? So
why you can't rep both?
This is the problem. He trying to really say he was building a lot of shit that Cam built and those guys built. Big L, Mace, Kuda, and those guys.
Right.
Everybody got a homie that's on the outside looking in.
Right, yeah.
You got a homie that will say, yo, NYC gritty, but I don't really know him to fuck with him, but I may have a drink at the bar.
Right. They call that the adjacent one.
Right. So
they stand on the side.
But then we find out you have a resource that's valuable for the group. For the homies.
So that's called exploitation then.
It's calling adopted a nigga in the crew.
Oh, it's like instead of getting jumped in, you got to put that bread up.
Right. Oh, you got value.
Okay.
So if you got a crib in New York City in the early 90s, that's
and everybody, nobody.
That's where we're smoking at. Okay. That's where we chilling at. That's where we got. Yeah. I'm bringing a huz.
Okay.
We getting crazy in there.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's where the freak offs happen.
Right. Yeah.
That's where the Coach B freak offs happen.
So yo, what up, man? Shout out to Queens, man. You know what it is. Hey, so it just gets so technical and so sensitive. And once you say the wrong thing, it's gonna go crazy.
See,
and so now you got Cam like, yo, that nigga, the nigga Jimmy Jomar is his birthday. So Cam on there like, yo, man, Jomar, come on, man, you ain't start the Dipset. And I don't know if he said he started it more than he just came up with the name. Ready? Right, you come up with a name. You come up with a name. That don't mean you the CEO and you started it and all that. So it's some bullshit, petty shit if you ask me. And they start throwing each other laundry in the fucking media, social media.
That just sound like a whole bunch of politics that don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense.
I'm not from up north, so I'm not from New York. You know, it's different. You know,
but what they beefing about is
I'm trying to figure out what.
Not even the beef, but what.
It's petty.
It's dumb.
But Harlem, some niggas. Harlem.
I get the fact that like you claiming one spot and somebody that's from there saying you're not from there, but like.
But you put in the work there.
That's like going.
You grew up there. You bagged your weight. You got with the huzz. You made your music. You made your money. You was Harlem the whole time. In every video, you was Harlem, and everything y'all did was Harlem.
Right.
Now I'm not with you no more. I'm still repping Harlem. Now I'm not Harlem.
So the Bronx and Harlem not cool with each other?
Yeah.
No, I think where it went left though with them.
And then we're not talking like. See, the thing is not we're not talking Queens to Harlem.
Right.
Queens to the Bronx. We talking about Harlem, Bronx.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it ain't like.
So you got to put me on. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't like
it's like LA politics.
Yeah, it ain't
I'm
like
trying to figure it out.
It ain't like he from Queens saying he from Harlem.
Right.
He from the Bronx saying he from Harlem.
Nah, that's
because
like,
his grandmother is in Harlem.
That's like,
and that's where he was at. Yeah, it's like a nigga saying, "Yo, I'm from St. Pete," but he really from Tampa, or he from Tampa saying I'm from St. Pete.
Okay, no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So you a Tampa kid. But your people's helped you out in St. Pete.
Nah, you can't say you from St. Pete then.
Yeah, you can't.
If you grew up in Tampa.
No, you grew up in you grew up in St. Pete though.
But you was
from Tampa.
So how long he was in?
I mean technical. You getting technical. That's what I'm saying. It gets petty.
He said you getting technical. I don't know all of that.
I'm 14 with an apartment in Harlem, and I'm 40, and I've been in Harlem the whole time.
Okay. Yeah, you from Harlem? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got King Jofi Jaffa. Cam saying, "Nah, man, you not from Harlem
because he was because he was born and raised there. He never stepped over in another turf.
Some type of way.
I mean, he's the only one that really could press
and then you just drop a song, and the song's called Harlem.
Well,
that shit is hard though. But I don't know if he mad because the song is hard and is repping all the streets that Cam is saying the nigga was never at. It's petty.
No, all I know is the beef. I feel like the beef because when I was watching the Cam and Mace, he said like Cam was kind of aggravated at the fact that he was like, "Hey, you was sleeping on my couch."
Yeah, he was saying some shit,
and then Cam was like, "Nah, you was just a nice guy." And my parents were strict, and it was cool.
I got to go over there with the huzz and chill and smoke.
Oh, so he basically played it like we extorted you.
Yeah.
I mean, all I know is
P. What you think, P?
Hey, we can let P come up on P. Hey, for the final episode, we got P.
Yo, so tell us how you feeling about it, man.
That's how I feel about it.
Okay, let him know, because it's a real man right here. It's a real dog. Let him know. Hey, yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to figure it out. I got two New York guys going to inform me.
Yeah, we running the ones, man. We brought my man Don P from behind the camera, man.
So check out my whole situation about the whole thing. Cam, he said it on an interview how Jim Jones called him. Jim Jones called him and was like, "Yo, we should start a fake beef."
Right.
Was like, he felt funny about that. What are you talking about? A fake beef? You know
Right.
So that's how I feel about the whole situation. Cam, he ain't with it, so he not gonna talk on it no more.
Right.
So Jim, he bringing it back up.
Right.
Cam ain't entertaining. You see, Cam ain't talking about it.
Right. He did his one little thing and said, "Yo, I'm not doing this."
He got a whole lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Got a movie coming out.
Right.
He got an album coming
so
out.
he's clout chasing?
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. Marketing.
So Cam had to pull a skirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Okay.
That's crazy.
It's petty, but it's Jim Jones smart for his part.
Yeah, because he know Cam is hot.
See, I'm a Cameron fan.
Right.
My son name is Cam.
Right.
Killer.
Killer.
Come on now, he don't got the pick on, but you know what it is.
It ain't even about being a fan. It's just like, you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
What's right is right.
Pull receipts.
Right. Yeah, he did.
Mace taught Jim Jones how to rhyme.
Right. And Jimmy said that. Jomar said that though.
Yeah. He said
they got multiple interviews saying he's told him, "Yo, man, Mace showed me the secrets to rhyming. I didn't know how to rhyme until Mace taught me." He said that several times.
No, that's
so
crazy.
it's like I just be thinking I think Jimmy said niggas played me on some business because Jimmy went through some business technical shit that he they threw some money at him and kept him quiet, some hush money. But really, Cam kind of had a head up on the business on him.
Right.
And Jimmy kind of, now that he feel like I'm old enough to understand and I'm in the game now, them niggas was playing me.
But you know what it is though? He the CEO. He the top.
Yeah.
So it's all
dipset.
Right,
so it's one of these situations like, okay, they sign on, right?
Right.
He signed them. So he give them the advances.
Right.
And you go blow your money.
Right.
So now you coming about, my rent is due and all that. Come on, man.
Right.
You gonna take that money and invest it.
He's spending it while he's making it.
So he said Dipset was like from 2001 to 2005 or something like that.
7, I think. 01 to
whatever
7.
Whatever it was, that's what it was.
Right.
Now I'm doing other things.
Right.
So you over here still repping Dipset, but at the same time, I'm not on that no more.
Right.
I got my TV show. I got other things going on.
Right.
So now
he still want to eat off of that though. He still want his residuals.
Cam no money.
Right.
I just remember the Jim Jones video where he's tapping his foot in the snow and he's like, man, there's some funny stuff going on right here. That's all I remember, man. Is Jim Jones. I don't want to discredit Jimmy. Jimmy has made a lot of money. Jimmy he does a lot of behind the scene, produces videos. He kind of did a lot of their videos in the mid 2000s. But at the end of the day, it's like you can't really try to get at Cam. It's hard to get at the nigga that brought you in. Right. That's like me getting mad at NYC Gritty for helping out and repping Gritty when I was Wylie Athletics at first, and then I'm trying to get at you, and you like, hold on, this is NYC Gritty from NYC Gritty.
Right. Okay. That's the same type of concept.
I get it now.
And but Jimmy, like my man Cam said, is smart because he's stirring the pot with this shit again.
No, it's a smart move.
And it's making money.
Jimmy.
So he's a regular, like everyday person. Like, why you do it's petty?
But low key, like, you know what I'm saying? The New York and me, like,
that shit is black.
Why you want to do that?
Right. Why you trying to do this shit?
But real talk, Jim been hating for a minute.
Jim.
There's a video out. Hopefully we could put it on, like you know what I'm saying. But there's a video out where Cam come in a Lambo. Right. You know what I'm saying? A black Lambo on a block. And Jim Jones is looking like this.
You eating.
Of course. For what reason? But Cam Peters, what up, Jomo? What's up? What up? Yo, you looking fly?
Right. He probably mad because he blew his money and he said, you let me sleep. I'll let you sleep on my couch.
Yo, man, I'm tired of this black on black crime.
That's what I'm saying. We was talking about black on black crime last episode, man.
That's social media.
Stop the black on black crime with social media. That's the worst type of black on black crime that you can have. Appreciate you, Don. Appreciate you. Hey,
appreciate you, P.
If you know why Cam is Cam, it's because Don P. Right here.
Man, killer.
That's what I'm saying.
Killer, man.
That's what I'm saying. Man. It's crazy.
Killer, man. Yo, hey, man. So that's how we feel about it. We ran the ones with Killer Cam and Joe Moss,
it's
aka
crazy.
Jimmy. You can't bite the hand that feeds you.
Nah, you can't bite the hand that feeds you.
Nigga try to bite his whole arm off. Chill, B.
Chill.
Get your bread. You getting money. Everybody gonna eat. Like my man said, it paid in full. My man Rich. Everybody gonna eat, B. Relax, man. You just got out of jail. You super hot. I'ma set you up on this block. Slow down, B. Everybody gonna eat.
Oh, we got somebody else at the door?
Oh, word?
Hello.
Oh, we got somebody in the building?
Who we got at the door? You can go ahead.
Yo, somebody in the building. Yo, what up, Vaughn?
Hey, that's crazy. We were just talking about, repping the set.
Hey, what I'm saying? Hey, when we talk about Tampa Bay Warriors, when we talk about the history of basketball in this town, he was on one of them teams that really started this shit.
Nah, that's crazy. That's
you know what I mean? He was one of them teams that started this shit, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I know this man since he's been about 15 years old, balling, man. Shout out to his peoples, man. Shout out to his pops.
Right.
Played ball with his pops in the street.
Right.
His mom is just a wonderful lady, always was there to help out. You know what I mean? Drive kids, feed kids, man, whatever it took, man.
Yes,
my man Vaughn went to Armwood. You know what I mean? One of them dudes that got to it, man. This kid, you know what I mean? This kid is a grown man now.
Still working.
You know what I mean?
Still
grown man now.
Still
you know what I'm saying? Played for the Tampa Bay Warriors, ran with the Devin Harrises, with the Kings, ran with the With some of them cats that went to Leonard, names popped out my head.
Hey, but this was when public high school basketball was popping. So don't think, Ironwood and this, that, or other. If y'all know anything about the history of basketball in the city,
it was popping for a minute.
It was popping for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how you feeling?
I'm good, man. Good. Blessed to be here, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Give us a little rundown of what's been going on.
Yeah. What's been going on with you? Because I seen, you got your trading page. I seen you just got shouted out by the Tampa Bay Titans because, you did your little tryout with them and everything like that.
Yeah, man. Staying focused, trying to stay up on the hooping scene. Mm-hmm. Life, you get older, you start making bad decisions, start hanging around certain people, but you got to stay focused. You get into, I'm 29 now. I'll be 30 in the first week of February. So,
okay. Word.
You got to stay on the hooping scene. Stay a lot of dudes, Coach B age. We look at their generation. A lot of dudes fall off in that time because they stop hooping, stop stretching, stop doing certain things, working out. We got to stay focused at this point, man.
Right. Nah, for sure.
So tell us a little bit about the journey. You played travel basketball with the Tampa Bay Warriors. You went to Armwood. Give us a little insight on not being a top recruit and the grind of getting it out of the mud and how to make sure you understand the next level if you getting it out of the mud and making sure niggas is not scamming, making sure things are legit. What's some of the things you could give some of the guys that got to go that route? Yeah, because we got more guys that have to take that route than we do that the scholarship to a major university or the guaranteed stuff and all of this and that. Exactly. I think we got more guys who have to get it out the mud. They have to go through that process. Right. They've changed some rules with the JUCO, so they made things a little better. Right. In the sense of,
but they still got to get it.
They still got to get it, but it's so much scamming and so much shit that's facade and not real. What's some of your advice? What's your journey? Go ahead and spit to the people.
Right. First of all, I want to say shout out to Devin Harris. Shout out to, Coach Eric Harris. Two of the biggest people in my life that set me up for success and longevity when it comes to a mindset of basketball. The Tampa Bay Warriors, obviously shout out Coach B. He was a big part of that. But as far as like basketball, when it comes to setting yourself up and making sure you're straight, it was a long journey for me when it comes to prep. Not being recruited out of high school. Obviously, I went to one of the biggest high schools for football in Florida, Armwood High School. Top recruits to football, but basketball wasn't really looked at like that. So playing for the Warriors, it was really set me up for in life period, be able to be looked at a little bit, but I still wasn't a top recruit coming off of the Warriors. So I would say just stay focused. Make sure you pay attention to the schools you go to. Right. Because you never know. I went to 3 prep schools. Obviously, I went to my first prep school in Daytona, Red Devils Academy. It wasn't really a big prep school. My second prep school, I went to Elite One Academy, which is in Arizona. Found out that the owner of that school was scamming us off the back, taking thousands of dollars off of the money that we was paying her. We did have an old school retired, I forgot his name. He played for the Suns. We also had Kevin Durant's brother had just left. Tony Durant, I believe that's his name. He had just left the school, I believe for the same reasons. But the third prep school I went to, which is mainly known right now, they got a dude, one of the number 1 point guards in the class, DME Academy.
Yes, sir. We were just talking about Michael Brown.
Yeah, Michael Brown, he hooping there now. The DME Academy really set me up and let me know. It was really the first OTE before OTE is OTE what it is now. We had about 10 teams. And I don't know if y'all heard of Kevon Harris. He played for the Orlando Magic. Yeah. He was playing in the G League now. Yeah, we had him there. We had a couple of top recruits come through there. But it really set me up to let me know what international basketball is like. Right. It shows you, like, we stayed in the hotel. We stayed on Daytona Beach. And if I've been to Daytona Beach before, y'all understand the distractions and everything that can be out there. So I would definitely say, I definitely say, man, you get to a point in your life, man, you got to eliminate the distractions. They gonna eliminate you.
Right.
That's the thing, man.
That's word. That's
good advice, man.
For sure.
Man.
Now, how do you think? Because I think the pivot is the question. Because it's like a lot of these kids, once they get stuck in a situation, they start trying to like figure out how to pivot from that situation. That a lot of them pivot towards the street life, or they start pivoting towards other different types of things. So how do you, especially when you're in a situation where you just got scammed, or in a situation where you might have put in all this work and you might not have seen the fruits of your labor. How do you figure out the right way to pivot after those types of situations?
I say your surroundings. The biggest thing is the likes of Coach B's and the likes of the coaches. And I really say as a growing boy, young man, you got to have a lot of men around you that understand how to build your mindset up.
Right. Yeah,
because if you don't, you're going to fall.
Facts.
And also, too, your teammates, your friends. Like, even if you got a drug dealing cousin or somebody around you, they make sure they building you up. Make sure they're not letting you fall with them.
Right.
Yes, so, I mean, I'll say this. I had my cousin, Juwan King, one of the top recruits coming out of Florida. Mm-hmm. He went through some things in life, understandably. But he always told me, man, stay focused. Don't never go the route that you ain't supposed to go. So when you have the right people around you, it don't matter which route anybody else going in your life. Right. Make sure that they building you up and focusing on your craft. Because a lot of people can see your potential before you can see it, and that's the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm. No, that's what's up.
No, that's super real. That's super real. Super real. Right. Now, you got a question, Cam?
No.
Oh, okay. My fault. But I just see you balling out there with the Tampa Titans and everything like that as one of Coach B's products, as they say, playing with Messiah and things like that, and playing with Devin Harris and all of these other different types of things. I sometimes get a little bit upset in certain situations when certain people that haven't been in the city start talking about basketball in the city and things like that. And they don't start naming names like Coach B. They don't start naming names that have been around in the city and things like that. Mm-hmm. So when you go to a tryout like that and you see certain people that are, maybe from the city or that have been around and things like that, and they not really repping, how does that make you feel as somebody that's been a part of these different types of camps?
I definitely say you don't get salty about it, but you understand it's a lot of politics that come with pros and just a lot of basketball in the city, especially a city that's not really known for basketball, they're known for football and other things. But I say just making sure you staying up, because you can fall into all the politics that come within it. And of course, like I said, you had the likes of Devin Harris, you had the likes of Keyshawn Ingram that went to Steinbrenner,
right.
The likes of Kalen Watts, Gary Harris that went to Leonard, took them to States, Vernon that went to Jefferson, took them to States. So you got the likes of them that are going to play pro, that did play pro. So understanding that and understanding when I went out there to try out for the Titans, it was more of to see where I was at.
Right.
I took it. I had a lot of distractions in my life within the past year. Shout out to Herb Mama Shot, one of the biggest people in my life that helped me stay up through my health. And I say just making sure that you got the right people around you, because if you don't, like I said earlier, you'll fall. That's one of the biggest things is there's a lot of politics in this. So understanding if you don't put in the work, I remember Kyrie said in one of his interviews he believes confidence comes from the work you put in.
Yeah, 100%.
If you don't put the work in, me and Mike have a lot of conversations. If you don't put the work in, you're gonna go out there and you ain't gonna have no confidence.
Right.
So that's one of the biggest things for me is seeing where you at and just making sure you staying up. I'm gonna make sure I stay on this basketball scene because I love it no matter what.
Right.
So I got a question about something I see in kids, and I try to work them through it and talk to them and try to build their confidence and build their belief in themselves. I call it's competitive anxiety. One of the biggest things you struggled with as a youth was feeling comfortable, believing in yourself, and being able just to block out the naysayers, play your game. I remember watching you at Armwood, and I knew what kind of ball I saw in travel ball. I know you had that quick first step. You could shoot the ball. You got the pull-up game. But tell them how important it is to that coach relationship in those developmental years, how it could crush the confidence, make it even more tough mentally for a young man to feel like he could contribute. Right. Kind of speak on competitive anxiety and coaching and in the environment and the mental health of a high school basketball player who's trying to not only achieve but compete with his peers, because you had guys around you that was, getting it.
Guys, real deal.
So kind of break down the mental psyche of an athlete in high school that had to overcome things off the court, on the court, and still kind of get through that mud.
I'll definitely say the mental The game is more 80% mental, 20% physical. And the biggest thing is overcoming that mental breakdown when it comes to your coaches.
Right.
Because a lot of coaches are going to want to play this way, but you have a player that can play a certain way. And so, like he said, playing with likes of Devin Harris and people that went D1 and understanding that you had the opportunity to do it. I always say, shout out to Coach Chuck, that coach for the Warriors. And he was really hard on me, but he wanted the best out of me.
He was on your ass. Pause. He was on your ass.
The only way he knew how to get through to me was to be hard on me. Yeah. And that was one of the biggest things. And then going playing for Armwood, my coach wasn't really that good, but that program, we never hit the weight room. We never did certain things. We only conditioned and we went straight to playing basketball. So it's certain things to build confidence within yourself. And a lot of that, we didn't do that in high school. So like you said, B, it's more so like competitive anxiety. Now you get on the court and you expect yourself to do something that you never really worked on.
Right.
And so I say when I graduated high school and I went to play prep, that competitive anxiety went to a whole nother level because I was expecting more from myself that I didn't really put the work in. And me and Mike had a conversation last week when I told him, when I went to trial for the Titans, it was more so of me trying to show myself where I was at.
Right.
I know that the past year I didn't put in enough work. Right. I know that. Me and B, I used to see B in the gym every day with Messiah. And I be looking like, dang, I'm not putting in enough work. And it just you distract yourself from certain things. So it's always staying focused. That competitive anxiety always also comes from when you're not putting enough work. When
not prepared. Not prepared. Not prepared for the moment. Not prepared to compete. It's a real competitive thing when you get out of high school. We've got a post grad over here at SFA, and the distractions become even more post high school because now you got to maybe a little bit more responsibility on feeding yourself or taking care of bills or being able to handle insurance and make moves. Right. And then you find yourself with the imbalances of this is all I want to do. Right. And the guy next to you, I could play this game, but I could do other things. Yeah, exactly. And that's going to bump because this is the way I'm trying to get out.
Trying to get out for real.
And I got to be in a group with guys who don't really care, who could just play because they talented. Right. And we always talk about talent and then skill. We got some guys who's just blessed athletically, but don't have the skill to play the game. Right. And it's tough when the guy next to you does have the skill, but that little bit of athleticism that's needed to take you beyond high school. Right.
I always say Kevin Durant has a quote. He said, hard work beat talent.
Talent don't work hard. And that's real talk because I watch it every day. I watch a lot of kids with this talent. And it might be, I don't want to get it twisted. My talent evaluation could be just an INA. Right. My talent evaluation means you could get to a JUCO. Right. Not all my evaluations of your talent means you're a D1 athlete. Right. I shame those guys 100%. Because it's like you can never say that out your mouth if I'm never telling you you're a hard worker. 100%. Like those don't go together. I want to play D1, but I never tell you, man, you work hard, B. Right. You always get this shit. Nigga, that ain't good enough. Right. And then you keep talking about D1. Exactly. And I'm like, that's
because people think that that's the standard. You know what I'm saying? They think that if they don't go D1, then they failed or whatever.
No, that's not for everybody. It's a fallacy. Right. If you got your mind on D1 and you don't do D1 things. Yeah. And not a D1 guy. D1 things is being uncomfortable. Oh, get up. Yep. I put out statements on it. Like, are you woke? Get up. Get up. Get to the gym. Get to the gym. Get to the work. Right. Get to the work. Exactly. That's the only thing. Like coaches promise stuff. I only promise the work.
Hey, that's the truth.
I wake up at 4:00 in the morning. I look on Instagram, but I see
Coach B
be in the gym.
How long? How many years has that been? Because you know him longer than I've known him.
We've been doing this for months. I'm 29 now. We've been doing this for 15 plus years, man.
It's 50. The work. So man, when we say the work on the podcast, we really mean it. And that's the thing. Y'all got to understand when we bring people on here, we're not just bringing people on here to just stunt. We bringing people on here that actually know what the work is like, how to get it out the mud and things like that. But we about to go on break. We gonna come back. We gonna talk about the culture. You already know what it is. It's the work.
The work.
Yes, sir.
So we back with the work, but I just had a question with you because you were talking about how when you was at Armwood, y'all didn't really lift. Y'all didn't really, get into the weight room and things like that. I've been working with you for probably about a year and a half about, working with your body, getting you, rehabilitation. Do you feel like that might have, stunted you a little bit without having that work? Because a lot of these kids, they sit there and they'll be like, I'm not trying to get in the weight room because I'm tired, or I'm not trying to get in the weight room because I'm going to mess up my shot, or whatever the situation is. How do you feel like that relationship with the weight room in high school comparative to your relationship in the weight room now has changed?
I'll definitely say the weight room in high school was important. I wasn't in the weight room at my actual high school, but there was a prep school that ran through Sefner, which was Faith Baptist, and they had a lot of international dudes come through. I used to hoop at the mat, work out.
Right.
And they used to come through and work out in the weight room. So I'll go in there and work out with them.
Right.
I say that's one of the biggest things that I saw the difference between not working out in high school and then working out outside of high school and then coming back to school and hooping.
Right.
That's one of the biggest things is staying in the gym. Also, too, I had a coach at Armwood, Coach Ben Bromley. He had me doing crab walks, duck walks, sprints, a lot of like no weight things that also put a lot of strength onto my body that helped me understand what the work was before I even met Coach B.
Right.
Just meeting him was just like a stepping stone to understanding the work even more.
Right.
But after high school, it was more so of understanding how to stay healthy. Because you're gonna graduate high school, you're gonna do some things. You might get in there smoking or drinking. But that's understanding that you're gonna meet a lot of distractions.
Right.
You gotta
have your vices.
You gotta stay in the gym.
And it's crazy because the distractions usually mean tearing down your body.
Yep. Right.
Poisoning your temple.
Right. They say that.
Means the vessel you trying to create this dream with, you tearing it apart.
Right, you're tarnishing it.
Because if you play this sport requires your whole physical.
It requires purity.
Every part of it.
You got to be a pure individual.
And if you drinking that liquor and smoking that reefer, your body will have its flaws.
Yeah.
You'll look for that button and it's jammed.
Hey, a Lambo look like a Lambo on the outside, but if you put that,
you put
Toyota gas in that joint,
if you got an Omni engine. If you know them old school cars, if you got a Lambo body, but you got an Omni engine, you ain't going far. My old school cats know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So make sure you understand that your physical is important to achieve the goal.
Right.
So kick it a little bit about some of the things you do with your body.
Right.
Because don't get it twisted. Vaughn, like he said, he had some challenges and some things. So there was a time where he was poisoning his body, putting those wrong things in it.
Right.
Now that you got out of that, what's some of the things you're doing to put the right things in your body?
Right.
I say the biggest thing with challenging your body is start doing the things while you're poisoning your body. And it sounds crazy, but do the things that you want to do. Become the person you want to become before you become that person.
Oh, okay.
One of the biggest things my dad put me on as growing up is he always made juice. He always made apples, carrots, and celery. And I never really understood what it was. But growing up now, I do cayenne pepper, I do turmeric, I do ginger, and then I add that into the apples, carrots, and celery. And I juice that every single
That's
day.
what it be on the gram, the drink?
Yeah, dog.
I be seeing the drink on the gram. I be seeing the sunrise and the drink.
You're going to be crying, you wake up drinking that stuff.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't going to lie. That burn for 30 seconds is worth it. 30 seconds of that burn, and you throughout your day, the energy just shoot up.
Right.
Also, too, shout out to Herb Mama Shop. Jocelyn, she does her thing. She put me on to herbs, sea moss, elderberry, ginger. You got the likes of the sour sops and the mullein leaves. The mullein leaves is really good for your lungs. So, me, I smoke. I don't drink, but I used to smoke weed. So tobacco, it kills your lungs, man. So mullein leaf is really good for your lungs. It's been cleansing me out for the past 2 years, 2.5 years. That's really big for me, man. But like B said, man, make sure that when you poison your body, make sure you take care of it. That's one of the biggest things is taking care of your body, man.
Right.
Because a lot of people that's outside of my generation, I'm 29, think about the likes of 35 to 40s. They don't really work out. They don't really take care of their body. And it's not a shot to them, but they were never taught that. They were never taught the certain things. So it's my job to teach the younger, the younger generation now.
Right. Pay it forward.
Right.
Me and Mike had a conversation. I want to do a mentorship. To teach these young kids, young boys, and young girls, if they were like the likes of it, to understand, like, to take care of your body. That's one of the biggest things,
Right.
taking care of your temple, like B said, because it's important.
And that's the thing. You were talking about poisoning your body. When you poison your body, you're not just poisoning the physical, you're also poisoning that mental. And so when you have certain types of issues with certain types of things, you might, develop a little bit of anxiety or depression or whatever. Those things that you're fighting, it makes that fight even harder. So you got to cleanse yourself with all of those different types of things. You got to make sure that all the checks, the emotional, the physical, the spiritual, the mental is all in line so that you can get to where you need to go. You know what I mean?
Most deaf, man. I just appreciate you spitting that knowledge, because, age is coming
undefeated.
Age is coming for us all.
Undefeated.
Like just to watch cats go from 16, 15, 16, 17 to 30 is crazy. It happens.
B, you understand, B, you grew up on the concrete, the gridiron.
Right.
So as we call it, but growing up at Sadie Park, a lot of people that had the potential.
They don't know about that Sadie Park, man. You got to let them know about that Sadie Park.
Right,
a lot
man.
of people, man, had grew up in being from up north from New York, man. My family from Baltimore, seeing a lot of people that had the opportunity to go pro, do certain things, but I got caught in distractions, got caught in certain things.
Caught in that dark web, that black web,
dark web,
that black web of it's easier not to do anything.
Right.
I like to have fun, but what is fun? We call fun poisoning our body. We call fun never taking care of business. We call fun being
laying
irresponsible.
Back. Exactly.
We call fun to be a tyrant. We call fun to spend money on things we know we don't need.
Right.
We spend our money on our wants instead of our needs.
Right.
We call that fun.
Right. When you talk about the 7 deadly sins, you got jealousy, envy, gluttony, which is indulging in something. You got sloth, which is just consistently laying around.
You
got wrath, getting mad.
What kind of man you
crashing out? You know what I'm saying? All of these different types of things.
It's always like I was telling Messiah, Vaughn, we spent so much time in the gym. We spent so much time with basketball and football. Messiah was the dual sport guy.
Yes, sir.
Once in a while, I when I have a conversation with him, I tell him I'm sorry, because I don't think, and when I evaluate myself, I could have did a better job spending more time on teaching him how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And I make jokes now about him being domesticated and him kind of getting to some of those things outside of wearing uniforms and jerseys. When I seen him, I told the guys, I watched him on the gram recently with his girl with pictures. I was like, I didn't know how to feel.
Right. Yeah.
Because I haven't seen him outside of a uniform really since he's been a 4 or 5.
Right.
So to see him in a different light, it's just, I almost got to kind of like.
And it's only been like 6 months.
Right. I know. It felt like decades.
Right.
I think the biggest thing with that too is understanding, like, I grew up, my uncle was in the military. And so seeing all of his sons went to the military, you laid the foundation, the work, right?
Right.
When you get older in life, the work just don't go for basketball.
Right. Thank you. You hit that on the head. I was just telling a group of kids, man, this is not, man, if the journey with Coach B goes beyond basketball.
Right.
It's about being a responsible minority, being a responsible young man who pays his taxes, who votes, who treats women right, who respects his neighbor,
who has good credit,
who got good credit, who does things with a moral compass. Because basketball will end for everybody, just like it will end for his GOAT. At some point, it's over.
Right.
And because you understood the work, and there has to be an understanding, because a kid could get caught in, man, oh, you got me doing this. You always got me just doing this.
Right.
And never looking at it like he wants me to be great.
Right.
So I got to take these measures, take these steps.
Right, exactly.
So, because you're kids, all you feel is the pain of the work.
Right.
All you feel is man, I want to sleep more.
Right.
Man, I want to eat that. There was a time where Messiah's diet was so strict that,
I remember that time when he went off on vacation and he wilded out one time.
Right, wilded out.
Had to come back and was like, yo,
we got to get to the work.
We got to get to this work.
And then, there was a time a few years ago, he was playing in the MAC Men's League, and a couple of dudes was like, yo, what you feeding this dude? Raw meat?
Right.
He was like 180. And Vaughn was always vouching, man, Messiah been nice. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Right.
And just watching him elevate off the ground, doing windmills and 360s and all. And just tearing the rim down when he was doing it. It wasn't like those little dunks where you couldn't hear it.
Yeah, nah, but you had him on some.
You had him on some. Boom!
When I was training him, you had him. Yo, weigh him. I was like, dog, it's 3 days in a row. Yo, weigh him. I'm like, yo, you got. If you're not on it, get on the treadmill.
Get on the treadmill.
Get that 5 minute mile. I'm like, and then he come in the gym, go put shots up. I'm like, I'm trying to keep up with the training. I'm like, I'm trying not to kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you knew Messiah like playing with the Warriors. Likes of Jonathan Jean, you had Rico Edwards, you had MJ Williams, you had the likes of that, and then you see Messiah growing up with Romello and how small they both were, and then see Messiah grow up into the grown man that he was and he is now. But playing in the MAC league, it was ridiculous. Like, see how athletic he got. Like it was something that you can't even explain.
That was that work right there. That was that work, and it's crazy to see because when I was training him and seeing that transition, like. I would see how much work he would put in at home because he would come in. We would do like, at first we started off, it would be Mondays and Fridays. And Monday, he couldn't do one stretch. And then Friday, he's doing the stretch like he'd been doing it for 10 years. I'm like, how are you doing this? He like, bro, I was practicing at the crib. Like, practicing? It's stretches. How you practicing? I'm like, how you practicing stretches? He's like, nah, but I'm just, I'm trying to get to where I need to go. And it was just always having that work mindset. And I think you instilled it in him. And I think, you being a leader of men really, really helped a lot of these guys, including Vaughn, you know what I'm saying, get to where they need to go, including myself, to get to where they needed to go, you know what I'm saying? So that's all, all flowers to you. Anytime I can give you flowers, I'm going to give you flowers because at the end of the day, I think about it like this. You probably the only one in Tampa that's really been consistently leading and following up with these guys who have been there in 2005, 2007, 2008, 2010, 2012, 2016, 2020, 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Longevity.
It's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, P, tell him I'm trying to outrun Father Time, baby. I'm in a race and I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had somebody ask me the other day. They was like, how old is Coach B? I was like, he's ageless. He's immortal.
Ageless.
You know what I'm saying? But nah.
I appreciate it though, man. I appreciate the words of wisdom. I think these kids definitely need to hear local guys come back and tell them like, this journey is a gauntlet.
Right. And you can make it.
It's a gauntlet and you have to be relentless in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So shout out to my man Vaughn.
It's called gritty at the end of the day.
Right, gritty. You know what I mean?
And you know what's something funny? You know what I'm saying? We was talking about this. We gonna hop right into the culture. We was talking about how this man, Coach B, he don't just teach lessons on the court. He teaches the lessons off the court. And he said, look, one thing you never do. I don't know if y'all was doing it when y'all was with the Warriors, but one thing you never do is you never bet without the bread. I don't know if y'all was betting and everything like that. What do they call that, Coach?
Ass betting. Stop.
Hey, look.
Don't do it, man.
What are the repercussions?
Let me tell you, first of all, the problem is that all this electric currency. You know
the Cash App and the Apple Pay.
Apple Pay, all this nonsense.
You say, yo, I got you. But hey, I didn't have $5 on the Cash App.
Nigga show you his phone. Oh, I got it.
That's dangerous.
All that nonsense.
You cancel that bit.
It could get dudes hurt out here.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It could get you hurt.
It's crazy.
I'm old school. We put the money on the floor.
Yep.
No,
but the money on the floor. But you get it done.
You got to tell them where you was putting the money on the floor.
Hey, and in a spot that I shouldn't have. I was putting the money on the floor. I was telling my guys, some of these guys like Spice, Lib, Cheese, Jamal, all these guys might have been a little bit corrupted by me. You see these guys, these guys have a different discernment about themselves.
But the thing about it though is that they came from the Coach B tree, but they dropped seeds over here. So some folks that didn't come from that tree that they betting without the bread.
I taught them dudes early. No ass betting. If you don't got it, shut up. You know what I mean? If I don't see it, we not betting. We not playing this. I got it game. I need to see the bread.
You got to see it up front.
I got to see the bread.
He said I got to see it on the floor. Yeah, how you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Because not only do you
got no money.
Not only do you know some people on the court, you name some valuable names on the court. You also know some people.
P, they could get hurt.
You know what I'm saying? You know some people. You know some people around the way.
You get the wrong dudes, they breaking legs.
You know what I'm saying?
The biggest thing with betting is, I grew up in Armwood. Everybody that went to Armwood did not live in Stephen or Brand. Them boys live in Tampa.
right.
Coming across 40th Street in Hillsborough.
Right.
Yeah. You seen in Armwood, first thing you wake up at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, you walk in that school, they dice money on the floor.
right.
So don't, if you ain't got the money, don't do it.
Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Hey, even with the prize picks, even with the Hard Rock, you know what I'm saying? Some people be betting they rent money on that joint. And then the first of the month come around and then they sit there and they say, oh, wait, hold on. Ma, hey, girl, hey, homie, can I get?
Hey, my advice.
Have it.
If you don't got it,
don't.
Shut up. Stop doing all that talking.
Yeah.
Just be humble, be quiet.
That's it. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, it ain't
because I ain't gonna lie, my little crew had a little bread. So they was able to
throw up 50, throw up 100, throw up 200. You know, when you get to that.
I was having events. I was having Carter Knox lined up for ones. Kobe Knox lined up for ones. Money in the air. I had show up. That boy was Mike Vick, huh? I had show up. That boy
was the Coliseum,
I had show up fees.
With a $10 entry to watch him?
Yo, stop playing. It was real.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, these dudes that could vouch for this.
All I'm saying is,
and we was going live. And we was on the live.
And everything we're saying is jokes. IRS, don't come for no audits or nothing like
We're
that.
Just chatting.
We're just chatting.
We're just chatting.
That's all we're doing is chatting.
We're just chatting.
We're just chatting. That's all we're doing. We're just trolling.
Hey, we're trolling.
We're trolls. That's all it is. That's all we're doing is joking.
Hey, we're pod capping.
Yeah, pod capping. Exactly. We're pod capping. And everything you hear is all a figment of your imagination.
Right? We pod capping.
But at the end of the day, it's still real lessons. If you don't got it,
shut up.
Shut up. Man.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Stop
man.
talking.
Hey, and it is a perfect segue into the word and everything like that. Man. So, one thing that I've been thinking about as of lately is just how to become a leader of men. You know what I'm saying? How to become someone who's not a sheep. How to become someone that actually influences and mentors and impacts others. And I think the biggest thing is that because when Jesus went up to the mount and, he was tempted by Satan for those 40 days, Satan didn't tempt him with things that, were necessarily what Jesus's forte was, but he tempted him what the forte of man was. So, the first thing he said was hunger. You know what I'm saying? You're so hungry. Can you turn these stones into bread? I know you can. I know you can. And that's the thing. He tried to hit him with the physical aspect. And I think that's the thing. When you're strong in your faith, when you're strong in your walk, the physical may be there, but it doesn't overcome you. It doesn't overtake you. You can get past that. But then the second thing he talked to him about was ownership. You know what I'm saying? Right. Having property. I will give you the kingdom of everything. If you fall, take one knee to me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, especially in this comparison culture, they'll sit there and try to focus on, ownership. This guy has more than me. They'll envy. This guy has this. This guy has that. You know what I'm saying? It'll become a situation where you try to compete. But when you have a strong spiritual sense, you're not competing with anybody. Like we said on the pod before, you only need approval from one person, and that's Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? And then the third thing he said, it was a reputation or perception. If you jump off, if you really say that you're the Lord of Lords, if you really say that you're the King of Kings, jump off this cliff and your angels will surely save you. And Jesus always had a rebuttal to those things. You know what I'm saying? He said, man cannot live by bread alone. You know what I'm saying? And he said, the only real kingdom is the kingdom in heaven. And then he said, look, if the angels follow me, then I don't have to do anything to show them that I'm their Lord. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Real. When you know who you are, when you have a true sense of self, you don't have to worry about trying to convince others. They'll follow behind you. You'll be a true leader of man. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that you have to be true to yourself. If you know, and that's what I've been saying, 2025, my word has been embraced. If you know where you're at, you can then pivot to where you need to go. Right. But you got to embrace whatever it is. If you got to go through that grind, if you got to go through that gauntlet, you got to embrace it. If you have a whole lot and you have a bunch of haters, embrace it. If you have a little bit and you don't have anybody calling out for your name, embrace it. Because what that does is it makes you become who you need to be to get through what you need to get through. And you won't know what that situation is going to be like until your testimony then becomes something to allow people to be led by you. The testimony is one of those things that connects people. Right. So your testimony, what you've been through, I hear this, I mean, this is a quote I've always lived by. What you go through makes you. If you don't go through anything, you're not made of anything. And so what you go through will allow other people to resonate and relate and build that rapport with you. And so at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you're solid in yourself and allow those situations to be things that, you know, you learn from, because it's either a blessing or a lesson. There's no losses. Right. So at the end of the day, you got to use those lessons that you have to go teach other people so that you can lead other people. And if you really want to be a leader, I would say right now, take that time to get to know yourself. Look in the mirror for a good 10 minutes and ask yourself questions that you probably wouldn't ask other people about yourself. Right. And then go out and ask the people that you really care about. Ask your mentors, ask your teachers, ask these people that you want to be like, what can I do to improve on myself? And don't be somebody that's looking at for validation or trying to be a yes man or whatever the situation. Really, truly do it to be introspective, because at the end of the day, when you lay in that casket, the only person that you're going to be left with is yourself. And when you're born, you are brought into this world by yourself. So at the end of the day, you have to have a true sense of self. And it's really hard to do when you're looking out and comparing on social media and looking at this and looking at that. But one thing we do on the Gritty and Wylie podcast is we have a true sense of self. We're not looking at the competition. We're not looking at anybody to try to boost numbers or whatever the situation is. We coming with the real. And at the end of this, you know what I'm saying, this is a great end of the season. But this is something that I sit here and try to give y'all. Remember from this season, go back to first episode. What were we talking about? We are blessed. So at the end of the day, we want to make sure that this podcast can bless all of you. That's why we bring on so many, you know, guests that have real testimonies and things like that, so that it can resonate with you. But you got to do the work. You got to watch the podcast. The clips work, but you got to watch it because it's going to hit you where you need it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what God does. He works in mysterious ways. He uses all things to work together for the good of that love the Lord according to his purpose, not yours. Sometimes your goals might be something that you want to do, but his goals are always ultimately better. Number one.
To piggyback off what you were saying, right? One of the biggest things that people don't understand is a lot of people got to see you go through something so they got to get through it. Right. A lot of people think, oh, why am I going through this? Why me? If you look back, it's teaching somebody else how to get through that.
Right.
So
exactly.
That's one of the biggest things. I can walk by faith, not by sight.
Not by sight.
Think about what you're going through. Right. Somebody gonna be watching you, just like what they say in basketball. Don't think about how you playing or this, that. Somebody watching you.
Always watching. He always watching.
100%.
Even when you think he's not, he is.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You know how it's funny because you see movies or you see instances where somebody turn a corner and look left or right to see if somebody watching when they commit the act.
Right, but they not looking up.
Right. They never conscious of he's always watching.
Right.
You gotta remember, we're his TV show.
Say that again.
We're his TV show. And we're just all characters in his movie.
Right.
Play your part, B.
Play your part. Play
your part, B.
Hey, man, this was a great season. I ain't gonna lie. We had some of the greatest apps. We talked about some of the greatest things, man.
We love you guys.
Hey, we might have got a little controversial, but
we love you guys, man. Right. Hey, man, I want to shout out to everybody who just puts the time in to just support us.
Right.
We appreciate every we know sometimes we only get 30 seconds of your time, but we appreciate that. My man Killer Cam is making me appreciate having these pennies in my pocket.
Right. Because they stack up.
I can't always have dollars in my pocket.
They stack up.
Keep a few pennies.
You stack 100 pennies, that's $1.
Hey, he saying value the penny.
Right.
So I'm learning to do that.
He said Trump dropped the meme coin at 30 cents and now it's at $22.
Yeah, crazy. So I definitely want to shout out everybody who support. It's crazy to be walking down the block and somebody run up on you and be like, yo, man, I watched the pod. It's crazy. Y'all official. Y'all legit.
Yeah, man.
I fuck with y'all. It's official.
Right.
So I appreciate that, man. Make sure you continue this to do the things that you need to do to show the support. Subscribe, like, share. Click.
Exactly.
Comment, whatever.
Whatever it may be. Follow, whatever.
It ain't no more TikTok. So run.
Exactly.
Run
TikTok is done with. We put up little clips on TikTok.
It's
we did
done.
what we
so
could.
We on YouTube.
Now we on YouTube.
Yeah,
go on
man.
Instagram. You get on that grown man work.
Check it out, man. The clips is going crazy.
Yeah.
We got certain clips at 10 and 20,000. We appreciate it.
I'm trying to tell you. We going up.
Appreciate my man Don P for just, giving us the space.
I'm trying to tell
keeping
you.
Keeping us comfortable.
Right.
Allowing us to watch whatever we want.
Right.
Whenever we want. You know what I'm saying?
However
we got searches. We got a new feature. It's the catch up feature.
Mm-hmm.
You can now catch up some shows from a week ago.
Right.
Come on, man. Live TV, man. I'm telling you, Don P is one of them dudes, man.
Right.
Yo, who's Spectrum? Who's Verizon? I don't fuck with them. But let me know. I mean, and I shout out to everybody up north that's holding it down.
Right.
Shout out to my man. Recently lost his moms, man. I'm with you, brother. You know what I mean? My man Dog.
Right.
Shout out to all my people that know, Coach B put in the work, man.
Right.
Ain't nobody can say that. You know how you can walk with one hat and know that it's fitting. And it's the work, man. You know what I mean?
Right. Shout out my man Q, because we stay crispy on here. I don't think there's any other podcast
they might not
that
be a
got that thing
podcaster.
in 4K
and many versions of the tech.
And many, he got the cream joint on. He got the green, the mint, the red, the blue, whatever color you need.
Want, man. Holla at me.
He got it. Come on,
I'll put you on how to stay fresh.
I'm trying to tell you, not just the game. He say how to stay fresh. Because y'all be missing matching the designer, and it don't be looking like how it need to look. You know what I'm saying? But we really appreciate y'all during our hiatus. Please still like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna be up when season 3 comes. We might be in the Hamptons.
Yeah, we could be on the moon.
We might be out there.
Hey man, make sure you pay attention to your mental health, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you pay attention to that. Parents, make sure you lock in and focusing on your kids where they at mentally. They need you.
Right.
We love you.
Yeah.
Wifey, thank you.
Fam,
I love you.
Love y'all.
Family,
Everybody,
love you.
You know what I'm saying? All the
Cam,
homies, love you.
Vaughn, we love you, man.
You know what it is.
Gritty, Wylie, we out.
We out.